Hey everyone, so I just came back from the suckiest movie of the year. I just saw The Last Airbender, and I have to say, first of all, I hate that Avatar stole the name, so they couldn't call it Avatar The Last Airbender or just Avatar. That was like the number one thing I had wrong with this movie, but it's not the movie's fault. It's more so um, the people who made Avatar's fault. But yeah, getting back to the movie, the acting sucked. I hated the actor choices they made for the movie. The only thing redeemable about the movie is the special effects, but they even just messed up the storyline, and I just thought that's what made it suck. But it wasn't one of those movies that you watch and it's just horrible and it makes you either want to walk out or never ever ever hear that movie again. It's one of those movies where it's like it aggravates you and you start screaming at it and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? That's not how the stories should be right now. It's completely different. But also there were some points that made me just want to fall asleep. It dragged on in the middle, just went on forever and ever and ever. And right at the beginning, it starts off with book one, and I'm like, shit. So there's gonna be what, three other books or so to this, and it made me so mad that they set it up for a sequel from the beginning, but I feel like it's gonna be like the Golden Compass. It's gonna be like how with the Golden Compass they made the first movie, they set it up for the sequel, and the sequel never came. So I'm gonna call this Golden Compass syndrome, and that's what I see all over this movie. That it is continuing on for sure, but will it actually continue? It all depends on how it's received, this movie itself. So we'll have to see how the ratings go, how many people actually see it, the if it was worth it, like if they actually made enough movie to cover the cost of making it, and if it has any staying power, like if people will still be talking about it in the next year or so, like people are still talking about Avatar and other movies like crappy ass Twilight. Um, but yeah, whatever. We'll see what comes up with it. I didn't I I didn't think it was a good movie, but I also didn't totally hate it, cause it's one of those movies that like you love to hate it, and whatever. Watch it. If you don't know what The Last Airbender is, but if you do, don't watch it unless you like to get aggravated and scream at movies like this crazy guy. But yeah, whatever. I say it was okay. Go watch it or don't. See ya.